I'm not a doctor. This is my personal experience. Don't hold me responsible, nor am I trying to be responsible, nor should I be responsible for talking about what happens to me as an athlete in ketosis and when I get bumped out of ketosis. What happens to an endurance athlete when he gets knocked out of ketosis and he's typically in ketosis? Well, he can't operate, he, she, whatever. Talk about me. I cannot operate in an anaerobic capacity if I get knocked out of ketosis. Normally, when I'm in ketosis, going from a resting heart rate to a max heart rate is a flawless transition. I can move over into any heart rate zone that I want. I can sustain it. It's not difficult. There's plenty of energy there. I don't have to worry about the transition from burning fat to burning glycogen. Don't have to worry about any of that. Being in a state of ketosis in an endurance athlete there's absolutely nothing better. But once in a while, we're going to get knocked out of ketosis. We're going to do something. Yesterday, I ate too much peanut butter. Oh, well, I'm not in ketosis today. So specifically, what does that mean when, I just got back from a bike ride. What does that mean when you're out exercising? It means that you need to stay in zone 3. You can physically try to push past zone 3. But you're not going to be able to do it for any sustained period of time. Your body's making that transition from an aerobic exercise to anaerobic, and it requires, typically, when you have glycogen in your system, two different energy sources. And when you're depleted that glycogen, your body doesn't have another energy source once it heads into the anaerobic exercise because you're not in a state of ketosis. So that's what happens is, when you get bumped out of ketosis and you go out and you start to train or you're doing your daily, you can operate all day in your zone 1, 2, 3. That's not going to be a problem. But if you try to go to zone 3 plus, you're going into 4, 5. It's almost impossible. You probably can damage yourself if you try to go there, but you're not even going to be able to get close to your max heart rate physically. I think it's impossible to do that when you're knock yourself out of the keto state, and you've depleted your muscles of the glycogen again. So there's this kind of limbo area that you just have to hang in. So I hope that answers your question. I'll summarize. When you're an endurance athlete in ketosis, you get knocked out of ketosis, you cannot function in an anaerobic exercise state. You can't get to max heart rate. You're not going to be able to do high intensity training. You're not going to be able to do intervals. You might as well just go out and go for your hour and a half run. You might as well go out and do your 3 or 4 hour bike ride. Go out and do your hour and 15-minute swim, whatever it may be that your endurance sports are. Just keep it slow, keep it easy, because that's all you're going to be able to do. You'll eventually pop back into your state of ketosis. You know when you will, because you're like, oh man, here I am. My heart rate's up at 175 and I feel fine. I'm pushing. All right, this is perfect again. But until you get back into that state of ketosis, you're just not going to get out of zone 3. It's just not going to happen. You can try. I've tried. I can't get close to my max heart rate. So I hope that answers people's questions.